Good morning and welcome to Tiger Softball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network presented by Taylor King Law. It is senior day here at Pete C. Langston Field on the campus of Ouachita Baptist University. I'm your broadcaster, Chris Gay, and we are so fortunate to be back here at Pete C. Langston Field here on Saturday. We did not think that would happen yesterday, after the Friday doubleheader of games 1 and 2 of the Northwestern Oklahoma State series, which is of course the final series here at home. And of course, you have to go back and look at the ending of game 2 of that game. Oh man, that was an incredible game. I think everybody in the moment thought that could be the last game. But fortunately, Mother Nature was able to hold out just enough for us to be back here at home. Well, it's definitely a cloudy day, not threatening necessarily for rain, and we're hopeful that we can play this game in its entirety. But of course, it is senior day, so we're going to be honoring 5 seniors with Ouachita's roster here today. Hannah Hunter, Aaron Williams, Lauren Lester, Emma McCorkle, and Maggie Huddleston. These 5 seniors they really stand out on this Ouachita roster. This Ouachita roster consists of a lot of underclassmen, or classwomen, and they have really been major contributors all season and all career long. But all season long for Coach Jackson in his first year, and I know he's definitely going to be missing his seniors. But don't have a starting lineup yet. Of course, senior activities will commence in give or take about 2 minutes, but that gives me enough time to talk about the seniors we have on this roster for Ouachita. But it looks like in just a moment we are going to talk about our seniors. But before the game starts, here is the starting lineup for Ouachita. Consists of all seniors. Yep, so the starting pitcher is going to be Hannah Hunter. Then Lauren Lester is going to start at first. Aaron Williams is going to start at catcher. Maggie Huddleston will start for designated player. Hannah Hunter will also be in the batting lineup, and then Emma McCorkle will be starting as well at center field. But we also get a chance to recognize the seniors for Northwest Oklahoma State, because this is their last game as college athletes as well. But Macy Spearman, Avery Tittle, Beth Denny, Avery Clark, Ireland Caro, Tatum Winters, Lainey Anderson, Ashley Lowe, and Hannah Howell all recognized for Northwestern Oklahoma State.
She's accompanied today by her parents, Tony and Marla. She will be graduating next month with a degree in nutrition and dietetics. Her immediate plans after graduation are to pursue a master's degree.
But there is Hannah Hunter being recognized right now. Hunter is a 3-year starter. And after Ouachita, she's going to be moving on to her master's degree here at Ouachita. And her degree is in nutrition and dietetics. But she's been Ouachita's arguably their best pitcher the last 3 years, and she'll definitely be missed. And Emma McCorkle also being recognized here.
Emma is a 4-year veteran for the Tigers and has played in 81 games during her Washington career. She's accompanied today by her parents, Todd and Tressie, her sister Bailey, and her fiance Hagan Sanchez.
But McCorkle, after this, she will become a labor and delivery nurse.
Her immediate plans are to get married in July and start working as
She's also looking to get married in July, and also her nickname, I didn't know this, is OG.
teammates and late-night Walmart runs. Emma would like to thank
But OG has been known for her calm demeanor and caring disposition in her 4 years here with Washita.
Emma McCorkle.
And per their Washita Twitter page, or X if you want to call it that, her speed is only outmatched by her character. That's a great quote.
Next is number 7, senior pitcher, Branch, Arkansas, Maggie Huddleston.
And here is Maggie Huddleston,
Tigers has played in 75 games.
who's been one of the key pitchers and hitters the last 2 years here for Washita. She is known by her teammates as Grandma, as she's a stoic leader, a shoulder to cry on, and a mentor to many on this team.
Fans, let's hear it for senior Maggie Huddleston.
After this, she also hopes to go into Washita grad school, and her degree is in kinesiology and sports administration.
Next is number 8, senior first baseman, North Arkansas, Lauren Lester.
And here is Lauren Lester,
Lauren is a 4-year veteran
the alum of North Little Rock, Arkansas. And she spent the last 4 years here in Arkadelphia.
She will be graduating next month with a degree in communication sciences and disorders.
Lauren will be heading to the Harding Grad School, and she's getting her degree in communications and sciences.
Being her sophomore year and performing her quote best performance.
But she's been noted by her teammates as one of the toughest players on this team, and she will be greatly missed. So congratulations to soon-to-be the Washita alum, and of course the North Little Rock and Indian Hills Elementary alum.
Next is number 26, senior catcher, Stuttgart, Arkansas, Aaron Williams.
And then Aaron Williams, the senior catcher from Stuttgart, Arkansas, being recognized as well. Williams will be getting her degree in kinesiology and sports administration. And what's next for her? It's also Washita Grad School.
Graduate assistant for strength and conditioning here at Washington while pursuing a master's degree. Her favorite memories
Her plans are to become an assistant strength and conditioning coach here at Washita while she pursues her master's. Well, that will do it as far as senior activities go. The 5 seniors being recognized on this roster for Washita. Truly, though it may be kind of a smaller group, truly an amazing group that will surely be missed by everybody in this program and everybody with this team. And one last big team picture for Washita softball with the seniors. But while that happens, let's take a look at the starting lineups for both teams. So for Washita, as I mentioned, all the seniors are starting in this in the lineup. Hannah Hunter will be pitching for Ouachita. This will be her 30th appearance of the season, looking to get her 6th win of the year. It's her 25th start. Lauren Lester will be leading off for Ouachita. She'll also be starting at first base. At second will be Bailey King. Catcher will be the senior Aaron Williams. At shortstop and batting fourth will be the sophomore Remington Adams. Maggie Huddleston is the designated player and hitting fifth. She's also a senior. And then the freshman Jordan Merritt will be starting at right field. At left field, it will be the sophomore Caitlin Province. And then Hannah Hunter is in the lineup, going to be batting 8th, which will only be her 3rd at-bat of the season. And then Emma McCorkle will be batting 9th in the Ouachita lineup. Also a senior as well, making her 25th plate appearance. For the Rangers of Northwestern Oklahoma State, batting first and starting at second base is Rachel Sherwood, the junior. At third, it's going to be Rosemary Rivera. Hannah Howell will be pitching for the Rangers and will be batting third for Northwest Oklahoma State. She is one of the seniors on this roster. Lainey Anderson, who started yesterday as the catcher, will be starting today as the first basewoman. Aveli Gonzalez, the freshman, earned the starting spot in today's lineup and will be batting 5th as the designated player. Macy Spearman will be batting 6th in right field. She is one of the many seniors on this roster, along with, it's actually 4 straight seniors batting in this lineup. Tatum Winters, Avery Clark, and Ashley Lowe. Winters will be starting at short. Clark will be starting at left field, and then Ashley Lowe will be starting in center field. But slowly but surely, P.T. Langston Field is starting to fill up as families and friends are coming to recognize the seniors here today and to watch them play one last time. Well, not only is it the last game of the year for these Ouachita seniors, I'm a Ouachita senior as well, so this is my last broadcast as a member of the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Been truly an honor and a blessing. Now, of course, this will not be the last OBU broadcast of the year. Well, hopefully it won't, because we might, depending on how today shapes up for Ouachita baseball, there might be a home Great American Conference tournament game for Ouachita baseball. If Ouachita is able to come away, I think they need to win out both games across the street at Henderson State today to be able to host a Great American Conference playoff game, which is something that I don't think has happened in a number of years. Ouachita is definitely a staple in the tournament, but hosting a playoff, now that is something to marvel at, and that's something they've been shooting for all season long. And Ouachita was able to come away with a great win at Henderson State. They were down 9-7 in the ninth. Wesley Scott scored a 2-run home run to tie the game up at 9, forcing extra innings, and then Ouachita on the top of the 10th was able to go up by 3 runs thanks to a 3-run homer by Michael Quinones. And then Dustin Bermudez struck out 2 of 3 batters in the bottom of the 10th. So Ouachita was able to come away with the victory. Well, we are going to go into a break before we get this game started. So stay tuned for Senior Day Ouachita Softball here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network presented by Taylor King Law.
At Taylor King Law, we understand that being injured can be a stressful and overwhelming experience.
And that's why we're here to help you every step of the way.
As your dedicated legal team, we'll stand by your side when you're being ignored.
We'll be on your side to fight for the compensation you deserve.
Don't let the insurance companies intimidate you. Let us go to work for you.
Call us today and let us help you get back on the road to recovery.
On your side, by your side. When you've been injured, we're here for you.
I've heard people say Ouachita.
Wichita.
Ouachita.
Ouachita.
Is it pronounced Ouachita?
Searching for Ouachita Baptist University.
Back in Texas, everybody pronounces it Wichita, but really, it's Ouachita.
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 How would you pronounce it? Ouachita.
It's Ouachita Baptist University. Get it right.
It's Ouachita, people. It's Ouachita.
Ouachita.
The central and midwestern U.S. averages more than 850 tornadoes each year, and lately, the number of floods has been rising in the region too. So chances are, there will be more twisters and floods near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are, you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Hey Will, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckle tight. Both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand trying to text somebody back, because you see your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
I'm Sandra, this is Jorge, and we were adopted in 2019. I remember when they first came to us, Michael was already a teenager. The whole cliche of, they're so lucky to have you guys, and it's the other way around. They have changed our family for the better. They chose to love us. They didn't have to. They chose us. Them.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org.
Even the mighty might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Whether you realize it or not, you see the work of bats and signs all around Arkadelphia. When you see the Badger equipment trailer on the way to a Badger game, bats and signs did that. When you're watching the Badgers, Tigers, or Reddies and see the signage that just really makes their facilities pop, bats and signs did that too. You see the signage in downtown Arkadelphia, on the campuses of Ouachita and Henderson, or the sign in your neighbor's yard supporting a candidate or their favorite Badger? Yep, bats and sign did that too. Longtime residents and supporters of all things Arkadelphia called Mark, Jared, Chris, or Ryan at Bats and Signs today to see what they can do for you.
Baseball for me just kind of was the glue that kept my family together. I feel like I was able to come here and get my triple major, as well as play a super high level of baseball against some of the best players in the country. There's a lot of options here in Division II with a lot of great ball players and a lot of great people, and they make sure that they give you every opportunity to succeed on and off the field.
I'm Rex Horn, the Interim Executive Director of the Arkansas Baptist State Convention, and today I'm joined by my friend Dylan, who is an attorney with the Arkansas Baptist Foundation with an important word for you.
The foundation is here to help you support your Ouachita Tigers. If you'd like to create an estate plan that supports Ouachita and its mission, or learn about other giving opportunities, please contact us using the information below.
At Berry & Turnage, we specialize in bringing the law to your corner. We are dedicated to understanding what results you want and to helping you understand what actions we can take on your behalf. With over 30 years of experience and a proven track record of success, Berry & Turnage is here to lead you down a path to the results you need. We will work with you every step of the way to make sure that you understand the choices you are making and feel empowered to make them. Berry & Turnage. Serious injuries require serious attorneys.
As a student athlete in college, I first got involved with the NCAA at the national level. It was through the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, SAC, gave me an opportunity to advocate on behalf of all student athletes, to affect change and to make an impact. The NCAA is giving the student athlete a platform to voice their concerns and to be able to advocate for what's going to affect their well-being. The policies that are being put in place are speaking towards academics, they're speaking towards well-being, they're speaking towards fairness, creating a culture so that the student athletes have the best experiences possible.
I don't remember how it started. Our back and forth. It always came back. Dad! You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Captain Henderson.
Good morning and welcome to Tiger Softball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network presented by Taylor King Law. It is senior day here at PC Langston Field. 5 seniors have been honored just about 10 minutes ago here Those seniors are all starting today. Hannah Hunter will be starting at pitcher for Ouachita. Has been a 4-year starter for the Tigers. Actually, not 4-year, but 3-year starter after spending 1 year at Arkansas Rich Mountain. She's coming from Malvern, Arkansas. Starting at first is Lauren Lester, who is having arguably her best season of her college career. And she's a senior from North Little Rock, Arkansas. Starting at center field is Emma McCorkle, the senior from Greenwood, Arkansas, also having a very serviceable year for the Tigers. Maggie Huddleston will be starting as a designated player for the Tigers. Also pitches for Ouachita and for the last 2 years. And Aaron Williams is starting at catcher for the Tigers. As we immediately get this game off with out number 1. Not only is it the last college game for the Tigers, it is the last college game for a lot of the Rangers here for Northwestern Oklahoma State. Can't remember how many they honored right before the game, but I think it was about 7 or 8 seniors that were honored on this Ranger roster. And Rivera pops that one up into the gap, but McCorkle gets up under it for out number 2. With a 5th-year senior from Canada, Hannah Howell up to the plate for the Rangers. She had a heck of a game yesterday. Well, those 2 games yesterday were rather great for Howell. She's been one of the better hitters all season long for Northwestern Oklahoma State. Last game alone, she was walked once, recorded 1 run, and also 1 hit. That one's popped into right field, but King gets up under it for out number 3 of the inning. So just like that, Ouachita is going to go at the plate. Let's see if they can strike first for either team today. You are watching Tiger Softball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
The central and midwestern U.S. averages more than 850 tornadoes each year, and lately, the number of floods has been rising in the region too. So chances are, there will be more twisters and floods near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are, you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Well, if you're just now joining us, game really hasn't been going on for very long. Ouachita made quick work of the Ranger batters in the first inning. And now let's see what Ouachita can do at the plate. Score is still 0-0 here at PC Langston Field for the final time of the 2024 season. Ouachita came away with wins in Game 1 and Game 2 yesterday against the Rangers. Game 1, Ouachita had the advantage for most of the game, almost lost the lead, but was able to prevail for the 6-5 victory. And then Game 2, you should go back and watch that game after this one, of course, as Ouachita was down 5-0 at one point. And they were able to come away with a 7-6 lead. That 5-0 deficit was through 3 innings. And they were down 6-1 through 5 innings. But Ouachita was able to score in the bottom of the 6th and then score 5 runs in the bottom of the 7th thanks to one of them came. Well, 4 of those came from a walk-off grand slam by Aaron Williams. Lester, that one won't stay fair. But probably the best game here at home all season long, probably the best game in the last couple years at PC Langston Field was last night. That was an incredible game. And what a way to end your season, your college career, for Aaron Williams, recording that grand slam, her 8th home run of the season. And Lester can't get there in time. So that will be out number 1 of the inning as Bailey King heads to the plate for the Tigers. Here's the pitch. Inside, but that will be strike number 1. This is King's 145th at-bat on the year. That's going to be outside, ball 1. King has recorded 37 hits and 26 runs in 50 games, well now 50 games with the Tigers. And of course, just a freshman. Here's Howell's pitch. Low, ball 2. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 3. Well, Hannah Howell pitched in game 1. Yeah, she started all through game. She started and finished game 1 of yesterday's contest. But she's a 5th-year senior coming from Calgary in the Alberta province of Canada. She's a transfer from Seward County Community College in Liberal, Kansas. And that's going to be out number 2 of the inning for the Rangers, as Aaron Williams heads to the plate for Ouachita. Here's the pitch. That'll be strike number 1. And that one's popped high. Gone! See you later, Alligator! Aaron Williams with the solo home run to get this game started. Home run number 9 of the season for the senior Aaron Williams. And what was once a quiet PC Langston Field has been turning up a little bit more. After that solo home run by the senior from Stuttgart, Arkansas, now the sophomore from Farmington, Arkansas, at the plate. High and outside, that's going to be ball one. Here's the pitch. Outside again, ball two. That one's popped high. Is it catchable? Well, it could have been, but Clark had to kind of get out of the way of the wall there. Well, the field in the outfield mostly is a little muddy, a little wet, so the outfielders have to be aware of that. It rained quite a bit last night, maybe just an hour after Game 2, and that will be out number 3. So Ouachita strikes first thanks to an Aaron Williams home run, and Ouachita heading into the top of the second, leading 1-0. You're watching Tiger Softball here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
I'm Sandra, this is Jorge, and we were adopted in 2019. I remember when they first came to us, Michael was already a teenager. The whole cliche of they're so lucky to have you guys, and it's the other way around. They have changed our family for the better. They chose to love us. They didn't have to. They chose us. Them.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org.
1-0 is the score as we enter the top of the second here at Pete C. Langston Field on the campus of Ouachita Baptist University. The Rangers of Northwestern Oklahoma State taking the trip down from Alva, Oklahoma to face the Tigers. And the Tigers with a 2-0 series lead, or 2-0 game lead in this series against the Rangers of Northwestern Oklahoma State. The Rangers hoping to not get swept by Ouachita. That will be high. Ball one. Laney Anderson at the plate for the Rangers. Pops that one high, and woo, that was close. And that landed in the Ouachita bullpen. Anderson, one of the several seniors on this Ranger roster, out of Ada, Oklahoma, the transfer from Seminole State College, a junior college in Seminole, Oklahoma. A 1-2 is the count, or excuse me, 2-2 is the count. Here's a pitch, and it won't stay fair. Right to Wilkie. Wilkie to Lester at first, and that's going to be out number 1 of the inning. It's a good throw by the sophomore, connecting with the senior at first. And now Aveli Gonzalez at the plate for the Rangers. She had a career game in game 2 of this game. Gonzalez, who only had a handful of hits all season long, I think only had 6 hits all season long, recorded 3 in game 2 of yesterday's action. Also recorded 4 RBI. She only had 1 before that. Also recorded her first run of her college career. But now she sits with a 2-0 count. And I will have to mention, we don't have graphics for this game. We had some technical difficulties. And that's going to be strike number 1, so 3-1 is the count. Well, it is definitely a packed house here today, as this is the true last game of this 2024 season for Tiger softball, as Gonzalez is sitting with a full count here. It was looking like yesterday would be the last game in game 2, but luckily the rain was able to hold out long enough. And we have Tiger softball action here today. Full count, 1 out, nobody on base for the Rangers. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss by Gonzalez. And will be out number 2. As Macy Spearman heads to the plate for the Rangers. She led off yesterday for Northwest. Pops that one into the left field gap, up against the wall. Can she make it a double? Yes, she will. Oh, heading to third. High. And Spearman safe at third for the Rangers. And now the senior Tatum Winters from Texahoma, Oklahoma, at the plate for Northwestern Oklahoma State, looking to add on to this momentum that the Rangers have suddenly found. But Ouachita this year looking for their first conference series sweep. They have not had the most success in the conference, only winning 7 conference games, losing 25, actually the same conference record as the Rangers. And if Ouachita can come away with the win today, oh, what a grab! Caitlin Province out in left field, recording out number 3 and preventing a Ranger run. Wow, what a play by the sophomore. Well, Ouachita still leading 1-0 as we enter the bottom of the second. Don't go anywhere. We have more Tiger softball here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Whether you realize it or not, you see the work of bats and signs all around Arkadelphia. When you see the Badger equipment trailer on the way to a Badger game, Bats and Signs did that. When you're watching the Badgers, Tigers, or Reddies and see the signage that just really makes their facilities pop, Bats and Signs did that too. You see the signage in downtown Arkadelphia, on the campuses of Ouachita and Henderson, or the sign in your neighbor's yard supporting a candidate or their favorite Badger? Yep, Bats and Sign did that too. Longtime residents and supporters of all things Arkadelphia called Mark, Jared, Chris, or Ryan at Bats and Signs today to see what they can do for you.
Ouachita with a 1-0 lead as we enter the bottom of the second here at PC Langston Field for Senior Day softball for the Ouachita Baptist Tigers. It is the official last game of the season for both Ouachita and Northwestern Oklahoma State. As I mentioned earlier, both teams are tied with a 7-25 conference record. Both teams tied for 11th in the conference. Postseason, not in the picture for either team. But if Ouachita is able to come away with a win and a series sweep, they will be able to overtake the Rangers for 11th in the conference. That will be out number 1 as Huddleston, the senior, heads back to the dugout. But the freshman, Jordan Merritt, at the plate for the Tigers. Merritt had a solid outing in Game 2. 1 run, 1 hit, a walk, and recorded 1 RBI. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1. Well, the sun is just starting to peek out a little bit here in Arkadelphia. It's been a cloudy day. And Merritt pops that one into center field, but it is an easy grab by the senior Ashley Lowe out there in center field. Now Caitlin Province comes to the plate with 2 outs on the board. Here's the pitch. That'll be strike number 1. This is Province's 124th at-bat of the season. It's recorded 26 hits, 20 runs, 10 RBIs. Here's the bunt. Heading to first, won't get there in time. That will be out number 3 of the inning. So through 2 innings of play, Ouachita still with a 1-0 lead over the visiting Rangers of Northwestern Oklahoma State. You're watching Tiger Softball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network presented by Taylor King Law.
I'm Rex Horn, the Interim Executive Director of the Arkansas Baptist State Convention, and today I'm joined by my friend Dylan, who's an attorney with the Arkansas Baptist Foundation with an important word for you.
The foundation is here to help you support your Ouachita Tigers. If you'd like to create an estate plan that supports Ouachita and its mission, or learn about other giving opportunities, please contact us using the information below.
Well, if you are just joining us as we enter the top of the third here at PC Langston Field, it is senior day here in Ouachita Baptist University. 5 seniors were recognized for the Tigers. Emma McCorkle, Lauren Lester, Aaron Williams, Hannah Hunter, and Maggie Huddleston, who are all starting today for the Tigers. Hunter has been starting as the pitcher. She started yesterday in Game 1 as the Tigers pitcher. And she's looked good so far today, not allowing a run and only allowing 1 hit. Aaron Williams starting at catcher, Lester starting at first, Emma McCorkle starting in center field, and Maggie Huddleston as the designated player. Avery Clark, one of the many seniors for the Rangers at the plate. She's a senior from Midwest City, Oklahoma, and a transfer from Seminole State Community College. That will be strike number 1, so 1-1 is the count. Here's the pitch. Pop straight up, and that's an easy out recorded by Hannah Hunter. Lowe comes up to the plate. Ashley Lowe's a senior from Cushing, Oklahoma. And again, another transfer from Seminole State College in Seminole, Oklahoma. He swings at the first pitch he sees, which is foul. Showing bunt, but that will be strike number one. Or excuse me, strike number two. The board's not right. The count is 0-2 with one out. That's in the dirt. That will be ball one. Here's a pitch. High, ball two. I wonder if they realized that now they realize the board was wrong. So 2-2 is the count. One out. Nobody on base for Northwest. Here's the pitch. Low inside. Ball three. So we have a full count here. In the top of the third, nobody on base for the Rangers with Ashley Lowe at the plate. Here's the pitch. And that's pops back and to the left of us. In the last conference series here at home, something similar happened, except there was a child right where a foul ball was about to hit. So fortunately, nobody was there. Still sitting with a full count, one out. Here's the pitch. And great grab by the third basewoman, Kennedy Wilkie. The sophomore delivering the second out of the inning for the Tigers. And the Rangers are back to the top of the order. As Rachel Sherwood's at the plate. Swings at the first pitch he sees and misses. Here's a pitch. And that one's going to be fouled on top of the concession stand. Here's the pitch. High, ball one. One and one the count. 2 outs on the board. He swings out towards right field, and Jordan Merritt records the third out of the inning for the Tigers. Now we're heading into the bottom of the third here at PC Langston Field. Let's see if Ouachita can add to their 1-0 lead. You're watching Tiger Softball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
As a student athlete in college, I first got involved with the NCAA at the national level. It was through the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, SAC, gave me an opportunity to advocate on behalf of all student athletes, to affect change and to make an impact. The NCAA is giving the student athlete a platform to voice their concerns and to be able to advocate for what's going to affect their well-being. The policies that are being put in place are speaking towards academics, they're speaking towards well-being, they're speaking towards fitness, creating a culture so that the student athletes have the best experiences possible.
1-0 the score here at PC Langston Field on the campus of Ouachita Baptist University. And Senior Day softball action between the Ouachita Tigers and the Northwestern Oklahoma State Rangers. Well, seniors are littered across the field for both teams. Hannah Howells, fifth-year senior from Calgary, Alberta, Kansas, or not Kansas, goodness, Canada. Not exactly the same place, but she's pitching in as a fifth-year senior for the Rangers. Lainey Anderson, the senior, starting at first. Macy Spearman, senior, starting in right field. Tatum Winter starting at short, also a senior, and in left field and center field. Both Avery Clark and Ashley Lowe, respectively, seniors for the Rangers. Other seniors on this roster include Avery Tittle, Beth Denny, Ireland Caro. Zero 2 is the count. Well, this is Hannah Hunter at the plate for Ouachita. Only her third plate appearance of the season. She has yet to record a hit this year, as now she's going to be 0 of 3 on the year for Ouachita. Emma McCorkle, the final batter in the lineup. Also one of the seniors for Ouachita, making her 25th plate. Excuse me, her 25th plate appearance this season for Ouachita. Here's the pitch. Swings and misses. And that's going to be strike number 3 and out number 3. Or excuse me, not out number 3, out number 2. As we head to the top of the order with Lester at the plate.
First baseman, Lauren Lester.
Lester's 0 for 1 so far today. That one off of Samantha Ferris's glove. Here's the pitch. She makes contact. 1-1 the count. Here's a pitch. That one's high. Ball 2. Here's the 2-1 pitch. High again, ball 3. (3-1) is the count. 2 outs on the board. And that's going to be ball 4 as Lester heads to first. Bailey King at the plate for Ouachita. Zero one the count. That will be strike number 2. Here's the pitch. And pop to left, and whoa, what a sliding grab for Avery Clark, the senior in left field, recording the 3rd out of the inning for the Rangers. Well, we're going to be heading into the top of the 4th here at Pete C. Langston Field for Senior Day Softball. You're watching Tiger softball action here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. One zero remains the score as we enter the top of the 4th here at PC Langston Field on the campus of Ouachita Baptist University. It is a packed house here in the final game here at home. Rosemary Rivera is at the plate for the Rangers to lead off the inning. Here's a pitch. That'll be strike number 1. So far today, Hunter has just thrown just under 40 pitches. He's only allowed 1 hit. He's recorded 1 strikeout and 0 runs on the board. Well, the wind is definitely starting to pick up here in Arkadelphia. Our awning starting to move around a little bit. And hopefully the wind doesn't pick up any more than it already is. So I don't think I did a very good tying job keeping this one down. And Rivera's going to head to first. And Hannah Howell at the plate for the Rangers. Howell's 0 for 1 so far today as that one's popped. Fouls that one off a second time, so count is 0-2. Here's the pitch. Popped straight up and back. And somehow it landed perfectly in the hillside. Zero two's the count. Here's the pitch, and that one's high. That's going to be ball one. Here's a pitch. Pop towards left field, and an easy out recorded by Caitlin Province. Well, the sophomore records the first out of the inning, and Lainey Anderson heads to the plate for the Rangers. And pop towards second over her head into the center field gap. Rivera heading towards third, gets there. And Anderson records the single. Now Bailey Gonzalez heads to the plate for the Rangers. Struck out in her previous at-bat. As I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, the freshman from Guyman, Oklahoma, had a remarkable game too, recording 1 run, 3 hits, and 4 RBIs in her best game as a college athlete. Here's a pitch. Gets past Adams, and the Rangers send one home. So Gonzalez records the RBI single, and Rivera scores her first run of the day. Now Coach Jackson's going to have a conversation with this pitcher. I imagine Hunter stays in the game. Actually, well, she's taking off her mask. I don't know if that's an indicator that she's coming out or not. Yeah, she will stay in the game. Up until this point, Hunter has been spot on. Until this inning, she'd only allowed 1 hit, 0 runs. She's allowed 2 hits in this possession alone, and allowed her first run of the day after 51 pitches. That will be strike number 1. Here's a pitch. That's popped over Adams' glove. Anderson going to stay put at third. And the bases are loaded. As Tatum Winters heads to the plate for the Rangers. So Anderson at third, Gonzalez at second, and Spearman at first. Low in the dirt, ball 1. Dodgers 0 for 1 so far today. Here's the pitch. And that's popped into center field, but McCorkle makes the grab, but not before allowing one more run. That's Lainey Anderson finding her way home for the Rangers. So 2 outs on the board as Avery Clark heads to the plate. Gonzalez still at second and Spearman still at first, as that one's thrown high, ball 1. Here's the pitch. And that's fouled right in front of the visiting dugout. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs on the board. Here's a pitch. Pops straight back. 1-2's the count. High, ball 1, or excuse me, ball 2. Inside. Ball 3. Full count here with Clark at the plate for the Rangers. The senior versus the senior, with 2 outs on the board and 2 runners on base. Here's the pitch, and that's popped straight back. Remains a full count. Here's Hunter's pitch to Wilkie, and that's an easy out for the 3rd out of the inning. So Ouachita allows 2 runs, but let's see if they can even the score or take the lead. You're watching Tiger Softball here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law.
At Berry and Turnage, we specialize in bringing the law to your corner. We are dedicated to understanding what results you want and to helping you understand what actions we can take on your behalf. With over 30 years of experience and a proven track record of success, Berry and Turnage is here to lead you down a path to the results you need. We will work with you every step of the way to make sure that you understand the choices you are making and feel empowered to make them. Berry and Turnage. Serious injuries require serious attorneys.
2-1 is the score here at P.C. Langston Field on the campus of Ouachita Baptist University. Ouachita down by 1 run as we enter the bottom of the 4th. Aaron Williams will lead off the inning for the Tigers.
Catcher, Aaron Williams.
Last game, Williams had the walk-off grand slam for Ouachita to walk away with a 7-6 victory to officially win the series against the Rangers. It's actually their first conference series victory all season, but they would love to get a sweep. That one's popped back. Two the count. No outs on the board. Here's the pitch. It's a slow one. High for ball 3. Here's a pitch. That one's popped high out towards Langston Creek, and sure enough, it lands right in the water. That one's popped high. Can that go? It's gone! Home run number 2 on the day for the senior, Erin Williams. She has just tied this ball game up at 2 runs apiece. Huh. Wow. So Erin Williams, in both of her at-bats for the Tigers, has hit 2 home runs. Oh my goodness. 2 of 2 on the day with 2 home runs is Erin Williams, and she's brought her total home runs to 10 on the season. Remington Adams heads to the plate for the Tigers. High ball 1. So 1 so far today. Here's a pitch. Outside again. Ball 2. Here's the pitch. And that one's popped high and out towards one of our student directors, Chloe. That got really close to your car out there. I highly recommend you relocate it. That one's popped to shortstop, and that's going to be the first out of the inning for the Rangers. The senior from B Branch, Arkansas, Maggie Huddleston, heads to the plate. Began her career at Southern Arkansas Tech in East Camden, Arkansas. Was there for one season, then transferred to NAIA Central Baptist College in Conway, Arkansas. Spent 1 year there before coming over to Ouachita, and has spent the last 2 years pitching and hitting for the Tigers. Two 0 the count. That one's popped high, won't stay fair. If it just had a little bit more, if it was just a little bit more to the right, that would have been the third home run we would have seen today. Would have been Huddleston's second home run of the year. High ball 3, so 3-1 is the count for Maggie Huddleston. Nobody on base for Ouachita, and Jordan Merritt is on deck for the Tigers. Here's the pitch. That one's popped high and straight up, and that's going to be an easy out for Rachel Sherwood coming over from second. Jordan Merritt, the freshman, coming to the plate for Ouachita. Thought about it. Probably should have swung. That's going to be strike one. She's 0-1 today, but Merritt's really come along for Ouachita this year, making her 80th at bat of the year. Recorded 22 hits, 4 runs, 13 RBIs. And is hitting .2800. And that one's popped high, and not enough under that one. So that's going to be out number 3 of the inning. Well, you are watching Tiger Softball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Don't go anywhere. We have more of it here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
The fans here at PC Langston Field jamming out to some Jolene by Dolly Parton. It is senior day of Tiger Softball here in what is starting to become a very nice afternoon. It has been cloudy. It was cloudy all morning, and now the sun's starting to peek out a bit more. Starting to heat up here a little bit, but the wind's starting to pick up a little bit more. But if you're just now joining us, Ouachita and the Rangers of Northwestern Oklahoma State tied 2 runs apiece. Ouachita was able to knot up the score in the previous inning thanks to a solo home run by Erin Williams, which is her second of the day. So both Ouachita runs are courtesy of Williams's home runs. 1-2's the count. That one's high. Call it ball 2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That one's popped high and out behind the party deck. Count will remain 2-2. That one's outside. That's going to be ball 3. So we are sitting with a full count with Ashley Lowe at the plate for the Rangers. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss by Lowe. Strike 3, and she's out of there. Now Rachel Sherwood back to the plate for the 3rd time today as the Rangers are back to the top of the order. Williams did her best to frame it, but that's going to be ball 1. That one's popped into the left field gap. Sherwood rounding out to second, and she's safe. So Sherwood records the double for the Rangers. And she's 1 of 3 today. Now Rosemary Rivera, who has had a very solid weekend for the Rangers, is at the plate. Swing and a miss. Been walked once and has recorded 1 run for the Rangers today. Here's a pitch. That will be strike number 2. 0-2's the count. 1 out on the board. And a 1 runner on second. That's Sherwood. High ball 1. Here's a pitch. Ooh, that was inside. That's going to be ball 2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. She makes contact, so she'll stay right where she is. This wind is definitely picking up. So full count here with Rivera at the plate for the Rangers. That one's popped high out towards left field, and Province is going to get up under it and records the 2nd out of the inning. Hannah Howell heads to the plate for the Rangers. Howell's 0 for 2 today. That first pitch is outside for ball 1. And she'll get hit with the pitch, and she's going to head to first for the first time today. Now Lainey Anderson heads to the plate for the for the Rangers, and Coach Jackson's going to have a meeting with his pitcher. So Hunter's going to stay in the ball game. Just going over some game plan adjustments with his infield. Well, Coach Jackson entering his first, well, this is going to be the last game of his first season as the head coach of the Ouachita Tigers. Spent many years as a head coach in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. But this is his first college job. Was a great high school coach and was a great travel ball coach as well. His daughter played here for Ouachita. Just a few years ago. And I had a conversation with Coach Jackson earlier this year, and he said that he had a chance a few years ago to come here, but he said the time just was not right. But once they came back for a second time, came around asking, he said that was the right time. So he's done a solid job in his first year as the Tigers head coach, as that's going to be strike number 3 and out number 3 of the inning. So we'll head into the bottom of the 5th here in just a moment.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckle tight. Both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. Well, not in your hand trying to text somebody back, because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
2-2 is the score here at PT Langston Field. The 2 runs for Ouachita were courtesy of 2 solo homers by Aaron Williams, one of the 5 seniors honored today for the Tigers. Along with the 5 seniors in their last game, wearing that Ouachita jersey. It is my last college broadcast as well. I do hope to be doing this as a career. So I definitely do not plan on this being the last broadcast I ever do, ever. But as a member of the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, this is my final broadcast. Well, I'm not getting flowers like the players are, but I did get a letter, which I've not opened, from Bobby Lester, the father of Lauren Lester. And if you've been watching Tiger softball all season long, I've mentioned that Lester not only is an alum of North Little Rock High School, but is an alum of Indian Hills Elementary, and we both were a part of that. I think maybe had first, I think I was in first grade with Lauren, or several grades with Lauren growing up, and we both went to Lakewood Middle School, which soon became North Little Rock Middle School in our 8th grade year, and then both went to North Little Rock High School together. As she can't make the catch, and Province heads to first for the first time today. Now Hannah Hunter heads to the plate for Ouachita. She was struck out in her previous at-bat. And this is going to be just her 4th at-bat of the season. That will be strike number 1. Well, total, this is Hunter's 19th at-bat in her 3 years as a member of the Tigers. And could this be her first college hit? It will be. For Hannah Hunter, that is her first hit in her college career in her last game of her college career for the Tigers. She had recorded 1 RBI in the past. But Hunter finally gets on the board for the first time in her college career with a hit. Emma McCorkle at the plate. Caitlin Province was tagged out at second. So she heads back to the dugout, as that is the first out of the inning. McCorkle's 0 for 1 today. Outside, ball 2. Here's the pitch. That one's popped high out towards right field, and Spearman gets up under it. That will be out number 2 of the inning. Hunter still at first as Lauren Lester heads to the plate. Outside, ball 1. Here's the pitch. Outside again. Hunter still safe at first. She'll make contact out of her glove, but it's still an easy out for out number 3 of the inning. Ouachita and the Rangers still tied at 2 runs apiece as we enter the top of the 6th. You're watching Tigers softball here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
I don't remember how it started. Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Well, as we enter the top of the 6th, the score is still tied at 2 runs apiece between the Ouachita Tigers and the Northwest Oklahoma State Rangers. Definitely a mouthful with that team. It is senior day, the official last game of the season for the Tigers. Of course, the last game of the season for the Rangers as well. But it is a packed house of both Tiger and Ranger fans here at Pete Langston Field. Bailey Gonzalez is going to lead off the inning for the Rangers. She'll make contact. 0-1's the count. That's far outside. That's going to be ball one. One, the count. Here's a pitch. That one's popped straight up. Looks like Lesser's going to get up under that one for out number one of the inning. Here's the pitch. Well, Spearman at the plate for the Rangers. She's a senior from Chico, California. That one's popped towards left field, and that's going to be now recorded by Caitlin Province. Tatum Winters at the plate for the Rangers. As she swings at the first pitch she sees, and that's going to be out number 3 recorded again by Province. Well, you're watching Senior Day Tiger softball action. Two to two remains your score as we enter the bottom of the 6th here at Pete Langston Field. The 2 Ouachita runs were courtesy of 2 solo homers by Aaron Williams. Speaking of Williams, she is on deck for Ouachita. And if recent history of this game serves me right, she could hit a home run. I don't want to jinx her. I'm just saying what could happen, as she is 2 for 2 today, both homers. Bailey King's at the plate for Ouachita. She's 0 for 2 today. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 2. 2-0 is the count, with King leading off the inning for Ouachita. Showed bunt for a second. Pulled back, and that's going to be strike number 1. So 2-1 is the count. And that'll get King in her shoulder, and she'll head to first for the first time today as Aaron Williams heads to the plate. Williams, the senior, a product of the duck and rice capital of the world in Stuttgart, Arkansas. On the year, she leads the team in hits, home runs, RBIs, and second on the team in runs with 22. One zero is the count. She thought about it. That will be strike 2. 0-2 the count. No outs and one runner on first. Bailey King. Hannah Howell still pitching for the Rangers. And here comes the pitch. That one way outside. Ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes, 0 outs on the board. Here's the pitch. King heading to second, and she is safe. Bailey King, the team's best base runner, steals her 10th base of the season. She's 10 of 13 in total on the year as Remington Adams heads to the plate for Ouachita. Here's the pitch. Outside, off her glove, and King's going to successfully steal for the second time today. She's going to steal third. She's 11 of 14 on the year so far. Here's the pitch. Off her bat, and she'll be out, but King is safe at home. So Ouachita takes the lead with 3 runs compared to 2 for the Rangers. Maggie Huddleston heads to the plate. Nobody on base for Ouachita, but 2 outs on the board. That will be strike number 1. Here's a pitch. It's a slow one. Strike number 2. And looks like we're going to have a new pitcher in the ball game, as this will be Hannah Howell's last appearance at the mound for Northwestern Oklahoma State in her 5 years of college, as she gets a standing ovation by the Ranger crowd and applause from the Ouachita crowd as well. But Ireland Caro also a senior pitcher for the Rangers, heads to the plate, or excuse me, heads to the mound in what is her last pitching appearance for the Rangers in her college career. Vaccaro is a 5'7" senior from Abernathy, Texas. And the Rangers also going to bring in a new catcher. Let's see who it is. I think that's going to be Laney Anderson, who started yesterday at catcher. Not 100% sure who's going to start at first for the Rangers today, but while Vaccaro warms up, we're going to take a very quick break. Don't go anywhere. We have more Tiger softball action after this break.
Visit the Ouachita campus store for all your Tiger apparel, merchandise, and gifts. If you need something to wear to show your Tiger pride, stop by the Ouachita campus store on the bottom floor of the Evans Student Center to grab a t-shirt, sweatshirt, polo, or more. If you can't stop by the store on campus, visit us online at bookstore.obu.edu. Make your purchase and we'll send it to you. Support the Tigers by checking out the Ouachita campus store. Go Tigers.
(0-2) is the count. With Huddleston still at the plate, up against a new pitcher in Vaccaro. Well, it's going to be Hannah Howell, who her day is not done. She will be at first for the Rangers. But her pitching career with the Rangers is done. Of course, there's always a chance if something crazy happens, she can come back into the ball game. That is the NCAA softball rule. Once a pitcher is taken out of the game, they can be put right back in. We've seen that in the past with, I think, maybe Maggie Huddleston, who's hitting, and maybe Hannah Hunter in the past. But that's going to be out number 3 of the inning. We're going to be heading into the top of the 7th. So let's get ready for the final 2 half innings here at P.C. Langston Field for the final time in 2024. You're watching Tiger Softball here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law.
I've heard people say Ouachita.
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 Is it pronounced Ouachita?
Searching for Ouachita Baptist University.
Back in Texas, everybody pronounces it Wichita, but really, it's Ouachita.
Ouachita.
How would you pronounce it?
Ouachita. It's Ouachita Baptist University. Get it right.
It's Ouachita, people. It's Ouachita.
Ouachita.
3-2 is your score as we enter the top of the 7th. It is senior day softball action here at P.C. Langston Field. Ouachita and Northwestern Oklahoma State in their final game of the 2024 season. For Ouachita and Northwest, postseason aspirations not on the line here. But for Ouachita, if they are able to hold on to the lead, they can overtake the Rangers for 11th place in the conference, which for many may not be a huge accomplishment, but this is a very young Tiger softball team. And this is Coach Jackson's first year as at the helm for Ouachita. And they've been at the bottom of the conference for practically the entire season. Maybe the entire season. I don't know if they've ever been higher up on the GAC standings. But if they're able to come away and with a win and be just the 11th seed, or excuse me, the 11th team in the conference, then that would mean a lot to this program that is growing, that has a very young roster. He gets past Wilkie, gets to Adams, and she won't get it there in time. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, well, that is going to be the first out of the inning. Okay, well, maybe there's a reason why I'm not an umpire, but that sure looked like Avery Clark got there in time. First base coach for the Rangers sure thought she was safe. That's not what the first base umpire thought. Low. Ball 2. 2-0 the count. 1 out on the board. Here's the pitch. Oh, Tiger fans not happy with that one. That sure looked like a strike from here. But the ump's going to call it ball 3. That one's high, ball 4. So Ashley Lowe heads to first, and Coach Jackson's coming out to the mound. I'm not seeing any movement in the bullpen for Ouachita. And it looks like Hannah Hunter will be back out there. Well, will stay out there for the Tigers. And again, some of the Tiger fans wanted a strike there, but that's going to be ball 1. With Rachel Sherwood at the plate. Here's the pitch. She swings at it, and it's gone! A 2-run home run for Rachel Sherwood. And the Rangers have taken the lead 4-3. And just like that, the tide of the game turns in the favor of the Rangers. So 4-3 is your score now in the top of the 7th. That's going to be a little high for ball 1. Well, for Sherwood, that is her first home run of the season as Rivera's shot is out towards the Ranger bullpen. That one's way high. Ball 2. Now it'll be ball 3. Three-one pitch. Swing and a miss by Rivera for strike 2. Full count on the board. 1 out with Rivera at the plate. Nobody on base for the Rangers. And Tiger fans not happy with that pitch either, as Rivera's walked heads to first, and Coach Jackson is going to have a conversation with the home plate umpire. And it's going to be a conversation about a new pitcher. So Maggie Huddleston comes in to relieve Hannah Hunter. So Hannah Hunter leaves the mound for the final time in her Tiger career. A 3-year starter for Ouachita, has had her best year of her career. And Maggie Huddleston, another senior, is going to warm up. So we're going to take a very quick break. Don't go anywhere. We have more 7th inning softball here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
I'm Rex Horn, the Interim Executive Director of the Arkansas Baptist State Convention, and today I'm joined by my friend Dylan, who is an attorney with the Arkansas Baptist Foundation with an important word for you.
The foundation is here to help you support your Ouachita Tigers. If you'd like to create an estate plan that supports Ouachita and its mission, or learn about other giving opportunities, please contact us using the information below.
Well, if you're just now joining us, you're joining us at a good time because we're in the top of the 7th. Ouachita trails by 1 run. And Ouachita has a new pitcher out there on the mound. It's senior Maggie Huddleston relieving another senior, Hannah Hunter. Huddleston started this game as a designated player and is going to finish the game as the pitcher. She's a senior from Bee Branch, Arkansas. Small town. Went to Southside High School and is in her 2nd year with the program in her last game as a member of the Tigers. Started a career at SAU Tech. Transferred to Central Baptist College and then transferred to the Division II level to play for Ouachita. Here's a pitch. Inside. One and one is the count with 1 out. Here's a pitch. Low ball 2. She'll make contact, but regardless, 2-2 is the count. Here's a pitch. Inside again, ball 3. Full count here with Hannah Howell at the plate for the Rangers. And what is more than likely going to be her last at-bat as a member of the Rangers. And she sits with a full count, 1 out. High, and she's going to head to the plate, to the first base, that is. So runners on first and second for the Rangers. Rivera on second, Howell on first. Lainey Anderson steps up to the plate for the Rangers. That one's popped straight up and into the net. So far today, Anderson is 1 for 3. He's already recorded 1 hit and 1 run today. And Wilkie can't make the grab, but Adams tags Rivera out on her way to third. was just out of Wilkie's glove. Would have been a great catch if she was able to hold on to it, but Adams, good heads-up play. Keeping runners at second and first. It's Howell at second and Anderson at first for the Rangers. Aveli Gonzalez at the plate for Northwestern Oklahoma State. She's sitting with a 1-0 count and 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Thought about it. Tiger fans not happy with that one. There's been some increasing frustration with the position of the strike zone. Right into Huddleston's glove, and that's an easy out at first for Ouachita. So we're heading into the bottom of the 7th here at Pizzi Linkson Field. Don't go anywhere. Let's see if Ouachita can tie this game, send it into extra innings, or come away with another walk-off victory. You're watching Tiger Softball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
I'm Sandra, this is Jorge, and we were adopted in 2019. I remember when they first came to us, Michael was already a teenager. The whole cliche of they're so lucky to have you guys, and it's the other way around. They have changed our family for the better. They chose to love us. They didn't have to. They chose us. Them.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org.
Ireland Caro set to close for the Rangers in her final game with Northwestern Oklahoma State. But Jordan Merritt's going to lead off the inning for Ouachita. The freshman is 0 for 2 today. But has been able to make contact both times. But Merritt on the season, 22 hits, 4 runs, 4 doubles, 13 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That's going to be strike number 1. Zero 1 the count. She swings, makes contact, and that's going to be an easy out, recorded by Ashley Lowe, coming over from center field. So Caitlin Province out there for Ouachita. High, ball 1. Here's the pitch. Outside. Anderson tried to frame it. That will be ball 2. The wind starting to pick up here a bit more here in Arkadelphia. Here's a pitch. High, ball 3. So 3-0 is the count with 1 out on the board and nobody on base for Ouachita. Marley Huddleston is on deck for the Tigers. And here's a 3-0 pitch and high again. So Province is going to walk to first as Marley Huddleston, the sophomore transfer from Arkansas Rich Mountain, also the sister of Maggie Huddleston, who is honored today as a senior, is also the closing pitcher for Ouachita. She is coming in to replace Hannah Hunter in the lineup. Here's the pitch. That will be strike number 1. Zero one, the count, 1 out. Here's Caro's pitch. Outside, ball 1. On the season, Huddleston, this is her 40th at-bat. Recorded 12 hits, 3 RBIs. It's also been walked once and has recorded 2 doubles. That one's popped straight into right field, and that's going to be Spearman that collects the out. Now Emma McCorkle, the senior from Greenwood, Arkansas. At the plate for the Tigers. McCorkle's last game as a member of the Ouachita Tigers. This is going to be one of the biggest at-bats of her career. Ouachita down by 1 run here in the bottom of the 7th. 2 outs on the board with McCorkle at the plate. Outside, ball 1. McCorkle is 0 for 2 so far on the day. Here's the pitch. She makes contact, and that's fouled off. Will McCorkle make the play of her career? We'll see. Here's a pitch, and that's high and outside. That's going to be ball 2. Well, the wind may be a bit of an issue as Carl wants a new ball. The wind is picking up at a fairly consistent rate now. Seems to be coming from my right. Here's the pitch. Outside again, ball 3. 3-1 is the count with 2 outs. 1 runner on first, that is Caitlin Province. Here's the 3-1 pitch, and McCorkle, oh! Wow, okay, so that was ruled a strike, so full count here. Tiger fans not happy with that one, so here it's the biggest pitch of the game. 3-2 count, 2 outs on the board. Here's the pitch. And she'll make contact, and she'll stay alive for right now. Caitlin Province still on first for Ouachita. The wind picking up even more, blowing some dust across the field. 3-2, the count, 2 outs. Here's a pitch. She swings, she makes contact. Oh, it's up over her head. Province rounding for home, Will she get there? Yes, she will. Ouachita has tied this game at 4. Wow. Emma McCorkle, perhaps the play of her career, keeping this Tiger team alive in this game. 4-4 your score. Woo! Gotta say, the adrenaline is pumping, and I'm not even playing in this game. I'm just talking about it. 4-4 is your score, with Lauren Lester at the plate. Emma McCorkle, after recording the RBI double, she's sitting still at second. Lester makes contact. Tiger fans on the edge of their seat here in Lester's final at-bat of her college career. Here's a pitch. She makes contact again. She wants it. 0-2 is the count. Lester with lots of encouragement behind her from the fans here at P.T. Langston Field. Here's the pitch. Outside. Man, she really wants it. But we're going to stay still with a 0-2 count. Four to 4 is your score. 0-2 the count. 2 outs. Here's a pitch outside. Ball 1. Here's a pitch. She makes contact. It will be fouled behind the Ranger bullpen. Tiger fans still on the edge of their seat. I'm one of them. 1-2 is the count, with Lester in possibly her final at-bat of her college career. Here's the pitch. She swings. She makes contact into right field, and she'll be safe. Oh, she's going home! She's safe! McCorkle for the win! Emma McCorkle in her final game as a member of the Tigers wins it as she's safe at home. If you don't like that, you don't like Ouachita softball. Wow! What a finish here at P.T. Langston Field. Ouachita with their first conference sweep of the season in the final game here at home here of the 2024 regular season. Ouachita, the 5-4 victory. Wow. Well, it has been a rough season for the most part for Ouachita. But this is what a way to end the season. Ouachita with a 3-0 sweep of the visiting Northwestern Oklahoma State Rangers for the 8th conference victory of the season for Ouachita. Ouachita has taken the Rangers' place as the number 11 seed, or number 11 team in the conference, finally out of last place for the first time this season. What a way to end the year for Ouachita and Coach Jeff Jackson's first season as a head coach of the Tigers. And in the final game, for 5 seniors on this Ouachita roster, Emma McCorkle, who had the game-winning run, the game-tying RBI. Lauren Lester, the game-winning RBI. Aaron Williams, who had 2 solo homers in this game. Maggie Huddleston, who closed for the Tigers. And Hannah Hunter, who opened up this game pitching for Ouachita as well. Wow. And also recorded her first career hit. A storybook ending for Ouachita, and you can finally close the book on the 2024 season for Ouachita softball. And of course, it is also the last game of the season for Northwestern Oklahoma State, and the final game of the season for several players on this Ranger roster. Just one last time, want to recognize the Ranger seniors. Macy Spearman from Chico, California. Avery Tittle from Morris, Oklahoma. Beth Denny from Prague, Oklahoma. Avery Clark from Midwest City, Oklahoma. Ireland Caro from Abernathy, Texas. Tatum Winters from Texahoma, Oklahoma. Lainey Anderson from Ada, Oklahoma. Ashley Lowe from Cushing, Oklahoma. And Hannah Howell from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. What a way to end the season for both of these teams. The Rangers fought all series long. They were down 5-1 early on in that first game yesterday, but they were able to come back a little bit and lost just 6-5 here in enemy territory. Of course, yesterday they had a 5-0 lead, 6-1 lead as well during the second game, but unfortunately lost it thanks to 4 runs. Actually, 5 runs in the 7th inning for Ouachita, 4 of them courtesy of Aaron Williams with the walk-off grand slam. And again, they fought all game long in this one, but Ouachita struck early, had to come back down 1, and in one of the clutchest, maybe the second clutchest moment of the season as the walk-off grand slam yesterday afternoon. Kind of hard to beat that, but in one of the clutchest moments of the season, Emma McCorkle and Lauren Lester, 2 of Ouachita seniors, making a huge impact for the Tigers as they have all season and all career long. Again, for the final time, the 5 seniors being honored for Ouachita: Emma McCorkle, Lauren Lester, Hannah Hunter, Maggie Huddleston, and Aaron Williams. Well, it is not only the last game of their college careers, it's also my last broadcast of my college career. It should not, hopefully not, the last OSDN broadcast, as Ouachita baseball looking to come away with 2 victories today across the street at Henderson State's campus to hopefully be able to host a Great American Conference tournament game. And if that's the case, then Chase Hartzell will be on the broadcast for those, and we're both seniors, and he's already possibly broadcasted his last one, but this is my last one. I'm soaking up every second of it, but what a way for these players to end their career, and I am so honored to be a part of these games, to be able to call these games. But it's been an honor to be a part of Ouachita Sports Digital Network, to be able to do, I did a little bit of soccer last year, didn't have a chance to do it this year, did a lot of basketball this year, did a wrestling match, that was interesting, did a lot of volleyball, and then of course a lot of softball this year. But it's been an honor, and I thank you all for tuning in every game, and I thank you to the entire OSDN crew. We have a small crew today, but thank you to the crew that has contributed all season long for OSDN. I can't do these things without you guys, and of course you all watching today would not be able to watch if it was not for our entire crew. So the best crew in the nation, best broadcasting crew, a hand to you. And thank you all again for those that have been consistently watching Tiger Sports all season long, been keeping up with all the action. Thank you so much. Well, for the final time, I'm Chris Gay. And for all the fans that are watching around the country and around the world at any hour, good morning, good afternoon, and good night, and go Tigers.
Touchdown, Ouachita! Way up at the buzzer! Is it going to be an inside the park?